This conference will now be recorded.
I never really noticed the owl face on the owl. Look at.
Hey, it's an owl.
Yeah.
You didn't either, apparently.
Yeah.
I know.
All right, well, we are calling to order Monterey Select Board on November 4th at 6:02. And we have everyone, all three members of the board present here in the library for a change,
A little different.
as well as the town administrator.
Nice room.
Oh, it is.
Which we're just doing, as you probably know, so that the election can be set up.
Yeah.
And on that topic, we have the temporary town clerk appointment, Jimmy Mullen. And I was thinking about the length of appointment, and I think 2 days is probably a good amount of time, just in case.
I'm gonna say 3,
I was
because
gonna
he's
say-
setting up today, there's tomorrow, and what if there was a recount?
Let's do 3 days then. Is that a motion?
I make, yeah, go ahead.
Make a motion.
Motion to appoint Jimmy Mullen as temporary town clerk for 3
That's right.
days. For the duration of the election and any necessary recounting. How about that?
I second the motion.
I don't think that recounting is likely to be necessary, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Never know.
So just to reiterate before we vote, we're appointing Jimmy Mullen as the temporary town clerk for 3 days or the duration of election and any necessary recounting. And we'll call a vote on that.
Yes?
Yes,
And yes, so that's unanimously approved. I will get a letter out today,
Mhm.
just to appoint a formal appointment letter, so we cross over all of our Ts.
Yep.
And then technically, is my understanding, the town clerk is appointed by the moderator, so the moderator is gonna meet the town clerk at town hall tomorrow morning and swear him in.
okay.
So we should be good to go. I don't know if you all met him.
I did.
He-
I had him. He was a select board member for 12 years.
Oh, yeah, what
Yeah.
town?
Yeah,
Milton.
Milton, yeah, outside of Boston.
He started school committee like. as
Yeah,
young
he's
as I
done a lot of
started
different
select-
things.
Wow.
Yeah, he was really young.
Long-term service.
Yeah, 36 years or something like
And
that.
started town clerk at 25, but
I think he did 36
He said-
years.
He said things were well organized here.
That's
Yeah,
good to
When I
hear.
went into him, he said things were organized.
Yeah, we were talking afterwards. Yeah,
Yeah,
he said they were.
I mean,
Yeah.
Chris just got sick, so there you go.
No, but Chris is, I think that's been one of his missions,
I
is to
know.
get organized. It was unorganized.
I know. And he's done a really good job, but it's good to hear from someone else, yeah.
Just confirms all the time.
is there any unanticipated business that can't wait until Wednesday?
I got one thing. I know, didn't Chris talk about buying, like, for the counters, meals or something?
Oh, I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Okay, I just wondered
Yeah.
if you needed anybody to run.
No, I'm gonna
this
I'm getting some stuff tonight for breakfast.
one. Okay,
And then we're gonna order some stuff from Vivaldi's for lunch and for
okay,
dinner.
yeah,
So,
because there was some, okay, good.
Yep.
Okay, and then I think we'll get right into minutes. So we just have a couple today.
And the contract is on for Wednesday
The
on the
recycling.
agenda.
Yeah.
And the OSRP letter?
It's all
Because
been sent.
it's all been sent, okay. Thank you.
Both that and the planning board were sent last week.
Okay, I don't know why Seth didn't have it, but
I think it crossed.
Ross, okay.
We have we have a good agenda for Wednesday.
A good
A lot,
agenda, meaning a lengthy
A lot of
agenda
it's
or?
straightforward.
Okay.
So,
Famous last words.
So we got posted, because I panicked this afternoon. I called him, I said, there's no agenda for Wednesday.
no,
I was a bit lost. I was thinking Thursday.
You told me Thursday. Oh, no, my note says here,
so
Wednesday.
there was about 5 items that were teetering on the edge of
Mhm.
should it be on the agenda or not? And a couple of things that were trickling in.
Yeah.
So that's why I was on the last minute side.
Okay.
There's a few things like Lake Buell. I just need to find the special act creating Lake Buell District to get a little more information on that. But every time I go on the MGL website and look up Lake Buell, it crashes the website.
That's cool.
And, and it says,
I think that's.
Does that have to do with
it
the
says, oh my
appointment?
God, that's what it says.
Oh my
COD,
God.
The fish. That's what
Right.
it says. It's like an official state website. And when the website crashes, that's what it says.
Maybe you need to call them and find out what the heck is going on.
So.
That's about
there's
the
a couple of
appointment,
things like
the
that.
appointment of.
Well, the more I realized, we're not one of 12 members in the Lake Buell committee. We're one of five, I think, five or
Yeah,
six.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
I think there's 3 elected members and then New Marlboro and Monterey.
Yeah.
So we are fairly important.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it hasn't come across our desk since I've been on the board. And maybe it's a long appointment, or maybe it just went by the wayside.
Is there anybody serving right now?
Well, Kyle, I
Kyle.
think, basically done it.
Kyle Pierce.
I always knew Kyle was on the Lake Buell board, but I just thought it was because she lived down there.
Right.
But, because they'll do meetings at her house.
She said they've been doing it, she's like 5 years or something like that.
Yeah.
She's been appointed, she's been there, so.
So I just want to get a hold of the special act
Yeah.
and see what is going on, because actually Mark Amstead came up to me at the special town meeting and was trying to figure out what their tax rate is and how much that property actually pays in, et cetera. So it got me thinking about the Lake Buell. So there's a couple things like that. But anyways, they're not on for Wednesday.
Okay.
It's posted. That's part of the reason it took a little longer was there's just a few items I was on the fence about putting on or not. So October 8th was a full meeting.
So I think I just had 2 tiny
You had
little
2
ones.
tiny changes, yeah.
Were you okay with them?
I'm fine with them.
Just
First paragraph and then,
Yep.
probably page 3.
As an aside, even though it's not on the agenda tonight, so Kim and Jen came up and talked to me for a while. Tim, one of Tim's concerns, and I think this is a leading one, is that he actually advertised it for sale for quite some time, and no sale ever went through. Which, given the lakefront nature of those parcels, might flag the problem.
It's possible, but I also know,
Yeah, but what is the problem?
Yeah.
Environmental or the current?
Exactly, we don't know. But the point is, undeveloped land often sits for a while, but not lakefront.
but I think there's also a discrepancy in its value because, and I think he kind of sticks to his guns on that. Because there's the foundations and there's the septic, but for the average person building a 1-family residential home, you don't even want a septic that, you don't want a septic that big, so.
We don't actually know if that septic is even still functional, given that it's been non-operational
Yeah.
for quite
It
some
was never
time.
even used, I don't
Never.
think.
I
Right.
thought it said it wasn't used.
I think for our purposes, we'll look into, we'll look into the environmental thing a little more, but that might be a little bit of a,
I think at least getting soil, I mean, we don't have to talk about it
Yeah.
tonight, but I think at least getting soil testing would be sensible.
Yeah.
Because it's not that expensive and it's definitely due diligence, because both like getting lead out of your soil is like
by the way,
lead from lead paint from the old buildings.
I could tell you, so I've written note on the buildings.
I was back and forth a little bit with Dean, and he said, which again, it doesn't mean we won't do a due diligence, he said that, all the stuff was trucked away and buildings were demolished.
No doubt. I mean, they may have tried. The question is like the standards were different at that point, and there's no guarantee. The only guarantee is testing the soil.
Yeah.
And those aren't super expensive tests. We don't have to test every inch of the soil. We just have to take some samples and know where the buildings are.
All right, well, I'll move that we approve the October 8th minutes as amended.
A
Second.
And if there's no other discussion, we'll call a vote.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
and then we'll move on. That was
The
approved unanimously, and then we will, move on to the 17th.
basically, Susan just changed the format.
Yeah, I just thought it makes the questions much clearer. If you're scanning them, if they're all in
Yeah, I think
paragraphs,
so.
it's really
It's kind
hard
of a
to,
checklist,
yeah.
too.
I didn't think the second piece was as important, so I didn't do it for that one too. I mean, although you could.
Yeah. Yeah, yep. All right, well, I'm all good with the changes, so again, I'll move that we approve the minutes of October 17th as amended.
Second motion,
And if there's no other discussion,
Yes.
we'll call a vote,
yes.
and yes.
We're such a difficult bunch of people to work with.
That we're what?
We're such a difficult bunch of people to work with.
There's no public, we can answer some questions.
You guys do the public. Yes, you did.
I can't think of anything.
Anything else?
I said it'd be a short meeting.
I know, I love it.
All right, well, I'll move that we adjourn.
Okay, that is the shortest meeting ever, though. It's 13
I
minutes,
second
I'm
the motion.
impressed. So, yes, all in
And we'll call a
favor?
vote,
Yes,
yes, so unanimous, meeting adjourned at 6:13.
impressive.
It was 11 because we started at 6:02.
Wow.
But I think we had shorter meetings because I remember one meeting where I was in New Marlboro and I called in on my phone. And we,
You were chasing a cow or something.
It was like, you're right.
No,
like
but
a
it wasn't.